you think it's right the way? Okay, the idea itself may be passable, bring celebrities in, make it like a Tonight Show, Jay Leno meets Raw kind of thing, but how do you I mean, they seem to feature the entire show around the celebrity at the expense of their own acts. I mean, do you see a lot of that going on? Is that a bad direction to be going, or are they playing it right?
Well, you got to remember, right now the economy is down. They're trying to draw ratings because they don't have any. If you bring a guy like Shaq in, or you bring a guy like The Rock in, or LeBron, or some of these guys who they want to see, bringing in Freddie Prinze Jr., I mean, it doesn't do nothing for you. The guy Peven, nothing. The guy from, that other guy there, the redheaded kid, who's Austin Powers, yeah. I mean, that was pretty good. The guy everybody wants to see come in is Hulk Hogan. If he made Hulk Hogan commissioner, the ratings would go out the roof. Before WrestleMania, if you had Hogan, and then you said Hogan needs a match for WrestleMania, who pops out? The Rock. WrestleMania match made, they'd make millions.
Hey, let me do some plugs here. Let me get these out of the way. If you guys have a question or a comment for Big Vito, you can call us up live right now. It's 724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273, followed by the pound key. So any questions you got for Big V, comments about the dress, about MMA, WWE, TNA, ECW, WCW, whatever, give them a call right now, and we'll take your live phone calls here in hour number 2. We also have the live chat room at WZROnline.com/chat. Lots and lots of people in there tonight. We'll do some chat shout-outs here in hour number 2. We got a lot to talk about, V. Basically, we've done the interview thing numerous times, and that gets old, you know what I mean? So I figured we just kind of shoot the shit here for hour number 2, and got a lot to talk about, man. With the me and you were talking earlier today about the Kurt Angle situation in TNA, and then a big announce shakeup last night in TNA as well, with Don West being promoted to merchandising, and we're gonna have Taz and Mike Tenay on the announce booth. So, where do you want to start, man? You want to talk about this Kurt Angle deal from this past weekend?
Let's save the best for last. Let's talk about my buddy Taz moving into the TNA announcer slot.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. What do you think overall? I mean, I think Don West was over the top, obviously, but they put him. I mean, they put him in that heel announcer gimmick over the past few months, and a lot of people, a lot of fans in TNA, at least on the websites through emails and things like that. I mean, a lot of people were just fed up with him, you know what I mean? And I think Taz, I mean, we all know Taz and JBL over on SmackDown several months ago was off the hook, you know what I mean? So I think Mike Tenay, one of the smartest guys in the business, obviously, just a wrestling encyclopedia, alongside Taz, I mean, unbelievable, man. Much better tag team, if you will, than Tenay and West.
Well, Tenay, I think that Don West was a replica of Madden from WCW. And if you notice, the roster of the TNA is mostly WCW. Even the guys in the back are WCW guys. So that concept with Don West going, I mean, he got promoted, and he kept his job and moved into merchandising. Good thing he didn't get fired. Taz moving to the announcer's table brings up the ratings because people like Taz. Taz became one of the best commentators around. I mean, and adding that to the mix in TNA, bringing a fresh face in for commentating, bringing somebody with WWE pedigree, somebody who has, a lot of, good experience or pay-per-view experience, and knows how to, talk his stick. I mean, it was all good. When they brought him in with Samoa Joe and they did that, it just didn't do nothing for me. They should just
didn't click. Yeah.
It didn't click. I mean, and then, Taz comes in, Samoa Joe loses. It makes Taz look stupid. You know what I mean? And you're standing there, why wouldn't you go help your guy or choke the guy out afterwards? You know what I'm saying? You don't just stand there and watch your man.
That's exactly what I said. When he came down, everybody was kind of waiting for the choke out or something like that. You know what I mean? And they didn't go that route because we all know, I mean, Taz isn't going to wrestle, doesn't want to wrestle for TNA. He would have thought, me and Boone were talking about this last night. I mean, you had Mick Foley, who had said when he left WWE, he was on the announce team over there, basically said that he had wrestled his last match and he wasn't going to, he was pretty much done, was going to go over to TNA and kind of help out some of the younger talent. And the next thing you know, the guy's working, live events and is your TNA World Champion, you know what I mean? So you would have thought, I'm sure I haven't talked to Taz directly or anything like that, but I'm sure that they've tried to convince him, similar to what Foley did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where, just work a match or two, maybe if you feel it, you know what I mean?
But I'm sure now that they got him the announced thing, that they're not probably too concerned about him wrestling anymore, at least not for the immediate future. But as far as the change, Don West, a lot of people are saying Don West was good. I'm reading like the feedback, and I don't agree with it at all. I did not like him in that as an announcer. I thought he was just horrible, quite frankly. And Mike Tenay and Taz sounds great. I mean, Taz has, like Big Vito said, he's got a lot of experience in that particular role. And I think it was time for a change anyway. I mean, Don West was getting stale.
And I think that Don West, I never particularly cared for his work. Probably is a hell of a nice guy. I met him a few times, but I never cared for it. But I mean, as far as Taz wrestling, Taz isn't nowhere near wrestling shape,
right?
Like he was, and he hasn't stepped in the ring to come in and do a couple of chokeholds and doing the ECW concept. Okay, but for him just to choke out somebody, it has to have some meaning. It has to mean something. And him walking out with Samoa Joe, Samoa Joe went from the tippy top being the X Division champion. It's like a fall from grace, when I'm looking at it, because I'd look at the TNA, the TNA champion like that. It's not the heavyweight champion. It's just like the Intercontinental. You know what I'm saying? It's it's not the same as being the world champion.
Oh yeah, it's a huge step down to go from the TNA World Title or being in that picture.
Yeah, it's almost like being the Cruiserweight champion instead. But as far as Taz on announcing, I think it'll be good to hear him without, because he apparently was getting frustrated as hell in WWE with Vince McMahon, shouting in his headset shit to say all the time. I think it'll be good to hear him free on the airwaves now. I guess this Thursday will be his first show, right? Because he did work the Impact tapings last night with Tenay, right?
Right.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember something, fellas. No matter how much Vince drills into your head and drills what he wants, he still makes you what he wants to make you. And no matter where you go from there, you still got that training, and you still have that method, and you still have that input that you're not going to turn over and lose because you want to do your own thing. You're going to keep on that. You might add your own flair to it, but you're going to keep that training and go with what you know. And that's
like if they put a dress on you, you make it work, right?
Exactly. You put a dress on me, everybody laughed, everybody said, but I made it work. What does that mean? I'm a hell of a worker.
Hey, we got a few phone calls here. Let's take a few of these. Let me give out the number again. It's 724-444-7444. Call ID number 30273. We're going to go to Northeastern California. You are live on WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. You know what? He just hung up on me.
Wow.
Scared, man. Scared because Big B's on here. But no.
It's probably Clark. It's probably Ryan Clark calling in.
Sure, right. It's probably just me fucking up the producing again, like every week, right?
Yeah.
But no. 724-444-7444, 30273, followed by the pound key is the number to call, and then WZROnline.com/chat is the live chat. Here, we'll be here for about the next hour or two with Big Vito LaGrasso.
Now let's go. We got the phone calls and Marbell situation situated. Let's go to the Kurt Angle situation. Tell me what you guys heard. What's the inside scoop?
Run it down while I try to get this phone situation.
All right. Well, we ran it down pretty in depth yesterday on the show, but basically, I guess there was some sort of altercation with him and Raka Khan, one of the TNA knockouts, and she filed an order of protection against him, and he violated it the next day when she spotted him at a Starbucks fucking around with her BlackBerry or something like that. Apparently, allegedly deleting photos of some kind of abuse that she captured with pictures. And the cops were called, and they came, and they got Kurt, and they ran his license. It was suspended. They found HGH in his car and some syringes, but he didn't have a prescription, although he claims he has one. And what was the third offense? Oh, yeah, violating the protection of order against Rocket Khan. So the hearing was postponed until, what was it? Ryan's got the date. September something.
September 15th.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much where things. I mean, TNA didn't punish him any. Obviously, they had him keep the title at the pay-per-view, and last night at the Impact tapings, he had a regular match.
Can you guys hold for a second?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, sure, not a problem. I actually, I think I got the phone situation worked out here. I don't know. I'm so new to this thing.
What's going on with it?
Well, I'm trying to take calls, but it's not allowing me. I think I got him now. Caller from, what is this, Northeastern California? You're live on WZR Radio. What's up, man?
How's it going, man? I was just about to ask a question to Vito if that was still okay, or did he still put you guys on hold?
I think he put us on hold here for just a few minutes. I don't know where he went, to be honest.
You want to go? You can just put him back on hold until Big V gets back. All
right, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put you on hold, and then when Big Vito comes back, we'll get you in. And you can ask your question. Let's go to southeastern Florida, Monroe County. You are live on WZR Radio. What's on your mind, man?
Yes. Yes, I want to know, do you know who's the one who made the Undertaker's entrance?
As far as the lights and I don't know what you mean.
No, like when he comes out, the smoke and all of that. Like who's?
I mean, that'd just be the WWE, production crew setting everything up. The smoke machines, the lights. I mean, yeah, same as anybody else's entrance, just more to his than anybody else's.
All right, hey, you guys in the live chat room, give us a call for Big Vito. I think I got the phone lines worked out. It's just a little bit slow. I think we got a lot of people in the chat room tonight, more than normal. So we're having a little bit of a delay.
That's what happens. Big V causes a scare, man. Everybody's flocking to the chat because they want to hear the man speak. You know what I'm saying?
The
been
man,
a while.
Right? No doubt. Do we, Big V, we got you back yet or no?
I'm sure he'll let us know.
Yeah, no doubt. WZROnline.com /chat. We're live with Big Vito here for about the next half hour until 9 o'clock or so. Whenever we're done running down the news. What other news do we have to talk about?
I'm looking for ECW spoilers, but I don't think it's started yet.
Yeah, the thing about that is it's in the Central Time Zone, so I'm not...
when does it start?
Well, if it was Central Time Zone, I'd say about 8:30, 8:45 on the East Coast, 7:45 over there. Yeah, so probably running about an hour late. So should be starting here any minute. Hopefully, before we go off the air, we'll have partial ECW spoilers for you guys, and then we'll put the SmackDown spoilers up on the website probably around midnight. I'm guessing as a guesstimated time frame of when they'll be up, simply because they're on in the Central Time Zone tonight. I'm gonna tell you, Boone, thunderstorms. I mean, did you guys ever get hit with that hurricane down there?
No, it didn't even sprinkle, man. Nothing came.
Really? See, I mean, I heard that there was a big old hurricane. Maybe it's heading your way or it was down your way. I'm not sure, but man, tell you what, outside up here right now, we've got quite the nasty storm going on, my man.
Well, that's too bad. Did you hear about the news of what was it? Chuck Liddell was going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Did you see that?
I did hear that, and Kurt Angle was rumored for that show as well, man. But I guess he didn't make the cut. Who was the other? It was Chuck Liddell and
Floyd Mayweather did it before.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, Stacy Keibler's done it before.
Manny Pacquiao did it for the Filipino version. Randy Couture did an appearance. He didn't do a whole season, but he did an appearance once and did like a dance or something. He was talking about that on the UFC 102 media conference call today.
I saw, what was it? There was an interview with Chuck somewhere where he said, basically, I'm in it to win it. I don't like to lose.